Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic.
What's the best anime you've ever seen? I really enjoyed Samurai Champloo. Look, Samurai Champloo might not be the best anime ever, but I will die on the hill that it is absolutely the coolest. One of the top soundtracks too. Air Gear is among runners-up, but Champloo is S tier. I mean, it's the spiritual successor to Cowboy Bebop, and Cowboy Bebop is damn near impossible to top for coolness. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Started today after someone said it has a cute little girl and a dog. They really bond. You'll see. FMA is one of my favorite shows of all time. But it's made me realize something about anime. All of the top shows tell a complete story. I'm fully convinced that if more shows were given the chance to be completed and planned on telling the whole story from the outset, we would have so many more good shows to choose from. They don't have to be long, and it would honestly elevate so many mid-shows. Granted, the genre is a large factor too, so a comedy wouldn't necessarily benefit since plot isn't the focus. Absolutely right. I took the same lesson from my falling out with superhero comics. A story can't become complete without being allowed its ending. Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop is amazing to me because it's wildly popular, yet it doesn't have any of the same tropes and general cliches that so much modern anime seem to have. I don't know how much of a coincidence that really is. I came here to say this. Cowboy Bebop is not about the daily monster, it's the story of the four. Spike is love that couldn't be. Jet is love that was lost. Faye was love that never was. Ed was love never felt. It's the real folk blues. They each circle they same behaviors that lost that part of them, and they do it to each other, but the thing is they found family and love among themselves despite their flaws. The tragedy is they didn't realize it soon enough. See you soon, Space Cowboy. Quote, Cowboy Bebop is an anime about characters whose stories are already over. That hit me as I was rewatching it and I almost teared up. The series always gets to me. Edit. A word. Mob Psycho 100. It truly brings out the strength of animation as a medium while still maintaining an interesting, heartwarming and hilarious narrative. The Body Improvement Club are the type of people every person should aspire to be. Usually in fiction, gym bros and jocks are stereotyped as bullies. But in Mob Psycho they are the most wholesome bros ever. Maybe not the best, but Yu Yu Hakusho is always going to be ingrained in my mind. Dark Tournament has to be a top 10 anime story arc. I really appreciated how they had the opportunity to do a whole season of training filler at some point and they just didn't. Training starts, next episode it's done. Yeah, but the training was also constantly done inside the Dark Tournament itself. Everything was. It's why the pacing was so good. Lots of shows separate out too much at a time, but the Dark Tournament just kept everything flowing in the world simultaneously. One Punch Man. One Paunk. Also one of the GOAT openings. Really wish they kept it for the second season. I like the new opener, but it just isn't as cool. Season 1. I've watched it 6 or 7 times. The sparring scene with Genos powering up, and the fitness test will be forever ingrained in my mind. Ghost in the Shell. Sack was a great arc, really loved it. Came here to comment on Standalone Complex. It discussed everything from online radicalization to machine-based stock trades and love in the time of AI. The series aged extraordinarily well for being approximately 20 years old. Akira. Still and Forever. Your Lie in April. Berserk. 1997. Princess Mononoke. Neon Genesis. Evangelion. With the movie ending. Ghost in the Shell. Akira. A Silent Voice. Alt. Title. The Shape of Voice. Damn, a silent voice fucking hurts the feelings box every time. NGL, Your Name, was fucking fire. Thanks for my first 1k upvotes. Reddit. Your Name, A Silent Voice, and Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop have been big hits for me. I want to watch Bell but haven't gotten around to it. I'm a slice of life fiend. I fucking love slice of life anime movies. They are my emotional crack. I am left wanting so much more and no, I cannot have it. I get stuck on him, just thinking about the characters and environment for far too long. After watching A Silent Voice for the first time, I spent more time reading people's reviews, dissections of characters and themes, etc. than the runtime of the movie. I think I spent 4 hours reading and analyzing. I'm not that kind of person usually, but slice of life hits different. I need to rewatch Your Name. Trigun edit. I saw it was on Hulu and I started rewatching it today. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Just binge 12 episodes cold sweat smile. Trigun is classic. Vash somehow manages to walk the line between being effortlessly cool and being a massive dweeb. And I love it. Love and peace. Steins Gate. AOT and FMA become very close, but nothing has beaten Steins Gate yet. Got to wait for it all to click though, about halfway in. It's a slow burn. L Psi Kongru. HYOUOUINKYOUMAAAAAAA. Code Geass. All hail Lelouch. Arguably the best ending to an anime. I remember how blown away I was by the ending. I think the thing about animes is that they never know how to wrap up a series. Code Geass did it so perfectly. The ending was so controversial when it happened as well. It's a shame they ruined it with the follow-up movie. I don't usually rewatch anime, but this one I have seen many times. I had even rewatched it all and 2 days later recommended it to a friend and watched it with them. 2. It is by far my favorite anime. So emotional lol. I think I'd have to say Spirited Away would be next, although it's a movie.